and gentlemen, today I'm going to be talking about Regents Pro Wrestling, my favorite thing on this channel. I'm going to be explaining to you step by step, bit by bit, as to what makes Regents Pro Wrestling the greatest wrestling show on all of YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not just something I say at the beginning of shows or in random videos. That is something I say because I mean it, ladies and gentlemen. RPW is the greatest wrestling show on all of YouTube. It's the greatest eFED available right now for wrestling fans. And again, I have a few talking points I want to get through to explain to you the intricacies of what makes Regents Pro Wrestling so special. I want to get to a point in my life where RPW is the main thing on this channel, more than FIFA, more than PES, more than MLB, more than anything else, because I have the most fun with Regents Pro Wrestling. We're entering week 150, ladies and gentlemen. That's longer than anything I've ever done on this channel. That's longer than anything I've ever done in my life, ladies and gentlemen. 150 weeks is absolutely insane. And the crazy part is it keeps getting better and better and better and better each and every week. So let's dive in, ladies and gentlemen, once and for all, as to what makes RPW so amazing. From intense rivalries to electrifying matches to a thriving community. We're going to be talking about the Discord later today, that's for sure. Full of passionate fans and wrestlers. RPW is more than just a wrestling show. It's more than just a YouTube show as well. RPW is a movement, ladies and gentlemen. RPW is the future. So let's dive on in. Now, before we get into RPW, let's first talk about and break down what is an eFED, because I've been using that word today, and some people to this channel may not actually know what an eFED is. So very quickly, we're going to break down what it is, what it means, and how to get involved. eFEDs are online wrestling federations where you yourself can encapsulate and become your own wrestler. Obviously, not everyone can be Logan Paul, where they can just all of a sudden click their fingers and appear in the WWE, you know, go to WrestleMania, go to the Royal Rumble, stuff like that. eFEDs give us all away, wrestling fans and non-wrestling fans alike, the chance to live your dreams as a WWE, as a wrestler, superstar in your own universe. Now, RPW, you cut promos, you get involved in rivalries, you fight for championships, you thrive to be the best. Certain superstars have different gimmicks, different characters that make them unique. Is your character this big, gigantic beefcake of a man, or is he a small, intricate high flyer who can be jumping off cells and ladders? You make your character and you make your story. The matches are simulated on WWE 2K video games, but the stories are simulated by your imagination. Some people go absolutely crazy with the creativeness of their stories. Other superstars like to keep it calm, like to focus in the ring. So it's completely up to you which way you take your superstar. Unlike other, universe mode series on YouTube, this isn't just us sitting back commentating over CPU versus CPU. This is us actually commentating and watching, growing these characters that people make with their own hearts, with their own minds, watching them on a screen and feeling the energy inside the arena. You're watching yourself, you're watching your creation fight for championships, get the crowd cheering their name, and at the end of it, hopefully, if you're good enough, holding and lifting a championship high and proud. One of the main things that makes RPW so special is our incredible Discord community. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, in WWE video games, promos, although they came back in 2K25, you can't tell stories with the promo mechanic in the game. They come out with a microphone, they stand there in silence for 2 seconds, and then they walk away. You can't really tell stories like that. So what RPW has done is so intuitive, that's not the word, intuitive, that's the word I'm thinking of, so immersive, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Discord channel called RPW Promos, where it's all in kayfabe. Now, kayfabe basically means you're in your wrestling character, you're in your persona, you're living and breathing your character. So everything said in the RPW promos, again, as I'm talking, I'm going to be showing stuff on screen for you, of course. Everything said in the RPW promos channel is all in characters, all as you are yourself. This means is when you're in RPW, you're not just a member of a server, you're not just a random name, you are your wrestler in this channel, ladies and gentlemen. You want to call out opponent, you want to cut a scathing promo, a seedy promo, you want to build up the hype before your big title match. It all happens here in character, in real time as well, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just a community, it's an ever evolving wrestling universe. You have an opponent booked for the big pay-per-view match coming up, your title's on the line. Instead of just waiting for your match, watching it and going, oh man, I lost the match. Oh, I lost my belt. Oh no, I'm gonna have to wait till next week now. Each off day in RPW is actually an RPW day. We have 2 live shows, Monday and Friday, every single week. The days in between, in other universe modes, there's nothing happening. It's just, oh, well, that show's done. I have to wait till Friday now. Whereas in RPW, in the Discord, there's never a boring day. There's never a dull day. There's never a quiet day. Everyone's cutting promos. Everyone's keeping their name at the top of everyone's minds. Everyone wants matches. Everyone wants to be involved. And everyone loves jumping on each other, dogpiling on each other, shouting across from each other, backing up your teammates, creating allies, creating rivalries and enemies. It's so immersive. It's so fun as well. And especially if you remember, this is all in character. None of it is personal. You know, the thing is about it, we have this dedicated channel for being in character. So let's say, for example, character A and character B, they're shouting at each other, they're calling each other names, they're getting dirty, they're getting disgusting, they're getting vile, they're saying all sorts of things. You would be like, oh my God, do they actually mean that? And then 5 minutes later, they'll be in another channel talking about a random game or talking about WWE, and they'll be best of friends. Like, it's all in character. None of it is personal, which makes it so much more fun because you can say whatever you want, knowing, oh, that person's not actually going to get annoyed because it's all in my character. That's my character talking. That's not me actually talking. So not only is it a great place to get involved in RPW, the Discord's also a great place just to meet friends. I mean, I've met so many people from RPW and from this Discord that now are in my own personal Discord that I hang out with every single night and I talk to and play games with and stuff like that. So it's just such an awesome place to meet friends and become a part of an amazingly awesome and immersive community. Ladies and gentlemen, the Regentskid YouTube channel is sponsored by Regents Pro Wrestling, the #1 wrestling show in sports entertainment, the most action-packed, immersive, and entertaining show on all of YouTube. Live right here on this channel every Monday and Friday, 5 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, the best wrestling shows you will ever see in your life. If you become a YouTube member and join our Discord, links in the description down below, you too can get involved in Regents Pro Wrestling and maybe, just maybe, one day become a champion. Ladies and gentlemen, do not miss out the 2 live shows every single week, and this is who we are. Now, of course, RPW wouldn't be the best without top-tier in-ring action, and when I tell you, some of the matches that have been featured in an RPW show, some of them are better than WWE production, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the moments we've had, some of the memories we have are literally top-notch production value type of wrestling matches, type of wrestling moments. There is no way! Oh, there's no way! There's no way, the man! His career was ended! From Alamin, ladies and gentlemen! Oh, he's him! He's him! The man's fucking down! The man's fucking down! It seems, ladies and gentlemen! It seems! He's here at Mania! The crowd on their feet! He was supposed to never be in the ring again! He was supposed to never be! We've had some insane returns, some mega title matches, and some really creative and sometimes weird and scary massive moments in Regents Pro Wrestling. Every match is carefully booked and simulated to bring the most entertaining, unpredictable, and again, sometimes shocking moments in RPW history. I mean, we've had someone be put in a bin. Romani got binned! Romani got binned! We've had someone be buried in a casket. He needs to do his closing! We've had someone who has a big bobblehead dress up as another superstar in his attire and then win Attire of the Year in that person's attire. What is he doing in the trunk? Sleeves rolled up! He's even doing the RK! RPW is not limited by what WWE 2K games offer. We go above and beyond with mods and other techniques to ensure that Regents Pro Wrestling has the greatest matches in all of WWE video games on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the matches, like I said, some of them have been an hour long, 3 stages of hell. They've gone through absolute blood, sweat, and tears, and at the end of it, everyone watches it, the bell rings, and you just take that deep breath. And then you see the chat explode with all the reactions. Oh my god, how on earth, what happened, oh my blah, blah, blah. And then after the show ends, we go to the Discord and it continues. Oh my god, did you see? Oh my god, blah, 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 blah. it pops off, ladies and gentlemen. It pops off big time. Talk about the Discord with the promos, the rivalries, the storytelling, which is a big part of Regents Pro Wrestling now compared to what it used to be back in the day. We've spoken about the in-ring action. Of course, the main thing of a wrestling show is the wrestling. You want amazing wrestling, and RPW definitely delivers on that front. Another thing we have, though, which I've never seen another eFED do quite the same as we do, and honestly, it might be my favorite part of Regents Pro Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. If you love stats, rankings, keeping track of every detail, RPW has you covered big time. Welcome to the holy grail of information, ladies and gentlemen, the RPW spreadsheet, which you can find, by the way, same as the Discord, linked in the description down below. It's public to everyone, so you can go and peruse it. Even if you're not a YouTube member, even if you're not in RPW, you can check out this spreadsheet, which I think is absolutely amazing. This bad boy keeps track of every ounce of information. Who's holding what championship, who's on a hot streak, who's on a losing streak, who's been dominating in pay-per-views, who has the main events in pay-per-views. It's right here for everyone to see. There's no confusion, there's no mystery, just cold, hard stats to back up the storytelling and the in-ring action. This transparency is what makes RPW stand out, ladies and gentlemen. Every win, every feud, every tag team, every title change and how they changed, when they changed, every cash-in, every Rumble win, every Battle Royale win, and more, ladies and gentlemen. Every single milestone is recorded for history, dating back to March 7th, 2022, the very first show of Regents Pro Wrestling. So if there's a thing that you want to go to, ladies and gentlemen, matter of fact, we can even show it here, ladies and gentlemen, live and in living color. This is the RPW spreadsheet. When you first join, it'll be like here. You can click on superstars and you can see every single superstar, what show they're on, their win percentage. We're currently in season 4. You have season 3. You have the change from season 3 to season 4. At the bottom here, you can even go back to season 1 stats and you can see all these superstars are only superstars that were in season number 1. You can sort it. If I move down here, you can sort it by total matches. So you can see who had the most matches in season 1. You can see season 2, season 3, season 4. And again, all of them right here. You can even click on anyone's name. So you can click, for example, on RK. Click on his name and you have all of his own personal stats. His accomplishments, his championships, his debut, his win-loss, singles, tag team, multi-man, and his finisher name. Pay-per-view appearances, main event. You have pinfall, submission count, and disqualifications. You can scroll down and see RK's entire history. This is just RK's matches, ladies and gentlemen. We have all of the tag teams. We have all of the match history. Like I said, dates back to March 7th, 2022, ladies and gentlemen. You can see if it's a title match, what match type it is. Honestly, the spreadsheet is my favorite thing about Regents Pro Wrestling. This is just stats. This is just nerdy numbers, figures, and letters, ladies and gentlemen, but I love it with all my heart. It just means every day of RPW history is accounted for. You can go back in history and you can check. For example, if I want to check out Courage to Chaos, the first ever pay-per-view, every single match is here, ladies and gentlemen. It's all right here. What belts were on the line and more. Honestly, shout out Jocko for this. Lilith is starting to help as well now. We're getting a team together to help on this sheet. It's all automated, so it all does it automatically. I love it with all my heart, and I always will do. The RPW spreadsheet is the holy grail of Regents Pro Wrestling. So a quick overview of why RPW is the best eFED on YouTube. And again, I don't say that just to say it. I say it because I truly believe it to be a fact, ladies and gentlemen. We combine elite storytelling, a passionate community. We have the RPW spreadsheet for all the records you could ever want, ladies and gentlemen. An unmatched dedication to detail when it comes to that spreadsheet as well. Every promo, every match, every feud, every rivalry, every title change, it all matters in Regents Pro Wrestling. And you can be a part of it, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone can join Regents Pro Wrestling. Anyone can be the next big superstar, a world champion, a mid-card, a tag team champion. Whatever you want, you can achieve your wrestling dreams. RPW isn't just another wrestling show on YouTube. It's not just another universe mode. It's not just another random series. RPW is an experience, ladies and gentlemen, where legends are born and rivalries become unforgettable. We still have people talking about season 1, which happened in 2022. People still reference season 1 superstars and rivalries. That's how much of an impact RPW has had on our community's lives. If you want to join Regents Pro Wrestling and step in to an RPW ring, ladies and gentlemen, it is very very simple. All you need to do to join RPW is become a YouTube member. Go to the Regentskid YouTube channel and there'll be a join button. Click on the join button after you subscribe and you can become a part of RPW. Now, there's 2 levels of RPW entry. You can either become a normal member for, I think it's $4.99, or a premium member. I think it's $8.99. I might be wrong. But basically, either of them get you a contract. So if you just want a base contract, you become a YouTube member and you get involved. After you become a YouTube member, you join our Discord, you go to the RPW contracts channel, and in the pinned comment, you will find your contract. Basic stuff, your YouTube name, so we can verify you're a member. Your wrestler name can be whatever you want. How you want your entrance to look, your attire to look, how you want your finisher to be, and stuff like that. After you fill out your contract, if you have WWE 2K25 on PC, you can upload your own creation to the community creations. If you don't have the game, don't worry, you don't need the game at all. Someone of our creative team will create your character for you. They'll DM you and make sure it's exactly how you want it to be, ladies and gentlemen. Another thing which I've not even talked about in RPW is all of the customization you can have. You are in control of your attire, your skin color, your eye color, your hair color, what you wear, what you change. You can change it every show if you want. That's no problem. Your moveset, your finishers. Everyone gets one claimed finisher. So if you want a finisher, make sure you join quickly. Your finisher might already be claimed, so you might have to choose something else. Everyone also gets a custom Titantron thanks to mods and custom music. You can have any song. Not just in the game, you can have any song you want, ladies and gentlemen. Get an MP3 sent into the Discord, and that will be your entrance song every single time you walk down an RPW ramp. We have an amazing creation team if you want them to take control of your attire, your crowd signs, and so much more. The customization in Regents Pro Wrestling really makes it feel like it's yours. You're not just picking, a random superstar off a sheet. You are curating your very own dream superstar. Once you become a YouTube member and you sign your contract in the Discord, your name will either turn red or blue. If it's blue, that means you're part of World Warzone. If it's red, that means you're part of Friday Night Fury. Each show also has their own private locker room, so you can talk to only your show if that's what you want as well. And once you made your contract, you can start cutting promos. The quicker you cut promos and make a name for yourself, the more often and regularly you will be booked on an RPW show. RPW rewards being active. It rewards showing up to live shows, cutting promos in the promos channel. You know, if you become a YouTube member and then you just never speak for like 3 or 4 months, you may obviously not get booked as much as people that, spend time in promos. You don't have to spend all day on Discord, just cutting a promo here and there, making sure you know that you're active, making it known that you want to be involved, you want to be booked, you want to be involved in the storytelling. That will get you booked more than the rest. Whether you're an experienced eFEDer and you've been involved in all sorts of eFEDs from, video game eFEDs to blog eFEDs or whatever, or you're just starting, it does not matter. We welcome in everyone. Again, there's only one channel for in character. Everything else, you can just feel free to ask someone. If you can say, you can ask someone and say, is this too much or is this too pushy? Is this okay? That's completely fine. We're more than happy to help you out with your character if you need some help, or you can ask someone, oh, does this look good? And you can get people's feedback on your attire and your promos. That's completely okay. Don't feel overwhelmed. Don't feel stressed out. People are very welcoming to new rookies. And again, if you put in the dedication and the time to make your debut feel big and amazing, people will get behind you really quickly. You can get allies very quickly, join a tag team, join a stable, or go at it yourself. It's completely your choice. The RPW roster is always growing, ladies and gentlemen. Every new superstar brings a breath of fresh air to an RPW ring, brand new energy in this ever expanding universe. If you're not already part of RPW, ladies and gentlemen, what are you waiting for? Honestly, join our YouTube membership, hop into the Discord, create your dream superstar, and get ready for a thrill of a lifetime as you step into the ring for the very first time. Don't forget to like the video, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe if you haven't already, on the road to 50,000 subscribers. And I'm hoping to see you in Regents Pro Wrestling. There's a full playlist on the channel if you want to check out any of the live shows. Feel free. We're live every Monday and Friday right here on the Regentskid YouTube channel at 5 p.m. GMT. Week 150 is coming out today at 5 o'clock. I'm going to make sure this video goes up before World Warzone. If it didn't, oh well. But again, RPW live every Monday and Friday. We'll see when this goes up. And I hope to see you in the Discord, in the comments, and in Regents Pro Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, much as always, take care. And this is who we are. Before you go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Whee!